Hey guys, what's good? I'm Andre and today I want to walk you through what we could do here with Palantir for the next few years. Now guys, Palantir has had earnings and we all know what happened. They had a minus 15% day the first day and then another minus 5 or 6% day the next day. Cathie Wood ended up selling a bunch of her shares. It's a shitstorm, let's not lie to ourselves. It's really not going well enough nowadays. So first off, why? I mean, I'm gonna cover this very briefly really because I think that first off it's a long discussion. I might get into it a bit more one of these days and just build out a video where I just focus on the earnings. But long story short guys, they seem like they're not profitable because of the fact that they have a lot of share-based compensation for their employees. They want to attract the best talent, they're giving them shares. That's really not something that Wall Street is looking good at. I understand that, I understand why. From my point of view, if you want to challenge Microsoft, if you want to challenge some of the best data companies out there, you need to do this to really attract the best of the best. Now, aside from that story guys, I think that free cash flow for PLTR has just been amazing. They have over 420 million free cash flow, which is absolutely exceptional. They were able to grow 100% in the last 2 years from 750 million to now 1.5 billion. Again, just outrageous. And then just overall guys, their growth, their ability to pivot into the commercial sector, which they said that they would. Now people are nitpicking about their stock because their governmental spend or the share of government contracts is growing at a slower pace. It's still growing guys, it's freaking still growing. Now it's easier to grow 100% if you're springing off of 1 million than it is to grow 100% if you're springing off of 600 million. Now with that in mind, it's been growing still but slower, and you all know that there's only so many governments out there, or only so many contracts you can win. They're still growing that sector, but they are focusing a lot more on commercial. From my point of view, that's a really great thing. Now Tom Nash actually covers this really well. I encourage you to watch a couple of his PLTR features from the past week, and one of the, actually this is funny but I agree with him wholeheartedly, one of the things he mentions is the fact that this guy, the Alex Karp, the CEO, it's a bit arrogant, and honestly I feel that 100%. I'm not sure if it's the look, if it's the demeanor that he has, it's just something about him. He's a bit arrogant and I can feel that. I know that Palantir has only 25 or 30% institutional funding, and that plays a big part of the fact that retail investors are getting swung high and low from the fact that this guy's a bit arrogant. Then they miss on EPS, and obviously missing 50% on EPS is a big thing, but we're also just talking about 2 cents. That said, for algorithms out there that are watching these proportion based metrics, they're just gonna see that like, oh my god, such a huge miss, I'm gonna cannibalize on it, I'm gonna drive this stock down into the ground and make so much money shorting it. Anyway, this is beyond the point guys. I'm gonna start sharing my screen before I continue rambling on here. And yeah, I really don't want to continue just rambling on this talk, and again I might make a feature on it. So guys, the one thing I want to focus on is just what do we do here. Now we are potentially gonna move into a full year, maybe 2 years of really high inflation on the one side. On the other side, we have Russia acting up and piling up even more pressure if more was needed on the market. So with that in mind, how exactly are we gonna challenge this? How are we gonna play this for the next couple of years here? And the one thing that I think is the perfect time for guys is just to do a PLTR LEAPS. Now if you want to see how that looks like, let's have a look at it here guys. This is the perfect time to run a LEAPS on PLTR because the price can't really go any lower. Okay, cool. So with the PLTR LEAPS guys, what are we gonna do? So first off, we always go in the money. You already know that now. I really cannot see Palantir go below $5 a share. That would be just ridiculous. These guys are making $1.5 billion in revenues. Now, if we buy the $5 strike price, we're gonna have to pay $7.20 for the long part of the LEAPS guys. So the long call here is gonna cost us $7.20. Now, that's gonna be money that we put out. You guys might already know any contract, if we're buying options, costs actually the multiple of 100 to what we're seeing because it has 100 shares. So with that in mind, we are gonna have one contract here, $7.20, so for a total cost of $720. We also will write a short call on this one, guys. So we are gonna want to make sure that we don't go too close to the strike price just in case PLTR jumps higher here. We do not want to risk getting called away at such an early stage. And I might have gone a bit too fast here, guys, but I am gonna go out till 2024 with this one. So as you guys can see, we are looking at January 2024. That is 2 years away. I don't even want to think about this position for another year and a half. So with that in mind, guys, again, buying the $5 strike price, $7.20, so $720. I'm gonna write a call on this one, and I'm gonna want to make sure that I go far away or far enough away that I don't get called out. So my price right now would be the roughly $11 that Palantir is trading at, plus $7.20 that I'm paying for the long call. This makes out for roughly $18.20. So if I get called away lower than $18.20, I'm actually gonna get called away at a loss. So that's why I really want to go high enough not to get called away. And this is not ideal right now. We're not gonna make a lot of money, but we're gonna start chipping away at it, guys. So I'm gonna try to get $10 out of this $15 strike price over here. It's at 10 cents right now. So again, the 100 shares, it's gonna make for $9. I am gonna wait out and try to get the 10 full dollars. Now guys, what's gonna happen, obviously, if this one expires, if we are now fast forwarding to March 11th and the stock is under $15, I'm gonna have this short call expire worthless. I'm still gonna be able to keep my long call, and it now will cost me, instead of $7.20, it's gonna cost me $7.10. I've reduced the cost of that. And what I plan on doing here, guys, is to just continue doing that week after week, month after month for the next year and a half, 2 years, until I almost completely reduce the cost of the $7.20 that I pay for this. And if we just run a pretty easy math over here, guys, it's gonna look like the following. We have 24 months ahead, guys, to make sure that we reduce the cost entirely, and we have to reduce $720. So for the next 24 months, we're gonna have to reduce at least $30 a month from the cost of this one long option call in order to be able to basically own it for free. Now let's continue looking at what that would look like, guys, and I want to have a look here at just the long call in a vacuum and try to understand what we're gonna potentially own by the end of January 2024 if we manage to reduce the cost entirely. So let's pretend again that we've managed to reduce the cost from $7.2. Let's say we still have like $2 in there, right? We haven't quite been able to play our cards 100% correctly. There's still $2 of cost, so still $200 in the red for now. And let's try to calculate, guys, and I'm just gonna guesstimate here. So Palantir has been trading anywhere between really $15 and all the way up to $35-40 for the last year and a half. So I'm gonna just enter exactly that, $15, guys, to $40. I'm gonna enter it in here, and we're gonna have a look at what exactly this would look like for us if, when this long call expires in 2024, hopefully by that time Russia is gonna be 100% behind us and we're gonna all be safe, and COVID is hopefully not gonna be anything but a really bad past memory for us all. So with that in mind, fast forwarding, guys, to 2024, and as you can see on the top side of the $40 there, we might earn as much as $2,700. Now remember, we already decided the fact that we have reduced the cost of this to just $2 by continuing to sell covered calls on it until we reduced so much. So we're gonna own this LEAPS for $200, and if the stock is gonna be at $40, we're gonna be at $2,700. So that's something like 1,000% ROI. Let's take something a bit more down to earth, and we're gonna say just $25. So at $25, guys, we still would have made $1,300 on our original $200 investment. So that's still gonna be something like 500% the initial investment, if not a bit more. So guys, this is clearly a really great opportunity for us to go ahead and do this with Palantir. Now let's take the really bad scenario here as well and have a look at what would happen if Palantir goes, let's say, between $7.50 and then $12 by expiration. And again, we need to make sure that we remember the fact that we've reduced $500 from the cost of our leaps, so it's now just at $2 for us, and we're looking at $7.50 to $12. So really, guys, at $7.50 we are still making 50 bucks on the trade. It's been a lot of work, so guys, 50 bucks, it's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be through highs and lows, you're gonna live through a lot of emotions. Making just $50 is not gonna cut it. So I just wanna be 100% open with that. But just look at it, even if Palantir goes just to $12, remember it's trading at 11 right now, so it goes just to $12 by the end of January 2024, we're gonna still make 250% on this for $500 of our initial $7.50 that we then reduced to $2 of this investment, guys. So with that said, I really want to close it here, guys. Please remember that we don't have to always trade on something that's gonna happen tomorrow. It's fine to look forward ahead, build yourself a buffer, make 500 freaking percent in 2 years. I promise you, you're gonna be extremely happy with that sort of outcome. Just build yourself future wealth. Don't just focus on buying these out of the money option calls that are gonna probably be no more than a lottery ticket. Build yourself long-term wealth, guys. Don't just buy these short-term out of the money call options that are nothing more than a lottery ticket that you will probably end up losing. It's fine if you're throwing away like $10, $15, $100 at it, but don't whittle down your portfolio with shit trades and really risky options trades. So guys, if this was helpful at all, please subscribe. I'm gonna plant another 100 trees as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers on our new channel here. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.